Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome onto poolside, led by Swim England President Ian McKenzie and Swim England Hertfordshire President Tom Brennan, your officials. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome onto poolside. Ladies and gentlemen, your officials. And your announcer and commentator for this session is Mr. Ralph Muncer.
Well, what a lovely piece of music that is, and what a great start it puts for our final session of this weekend, session 13. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to that final session. The 400 meters freestyle women's is going to be what we're watching, and thank you to all of you who have turned out in person and to all of you who have turned out to watch at home, giving your support for our incredible athletes and volunteers. It's going to be a very interesting session here. We've got 8 heats of the 400 meters freestyle. Some people have swum this many times. Some of them is going to be their first, but I'm sure we can give them our true Hertfordshire joy and sportsmanship throughout it, supporting everyone, or no matter what club. But if we are nearly ready for the first heat of this 400, whilst we're waiting, I know there's only a few ladies and gentlemen here, but have we enjoyed it? Oh, come on, you can do better than that, ladies and gentlemen. Have we enjoyed it? That's what we like to hear. Officials, have we enjoyed it? Oh, bit of a poor show from them. Oh well, swimmers, if you're there, have we enjoyed it? No? The usual groans of, oh no, I don't enjoy it. Oh. Bit of a shame, but anyway, we're going to be starting off soon. Event 261, the women's 10 years and over 400 meters freestyle. This will be swum over 8 heats. Heat 1, referee. So we only have 3 swimmers in this first heat of the 400 free, and I actually think that's even more difficult than when you have 8, because it means that, you know, you're the only 3 in the pool, you don't have many people to pace off, so it's going to be a tough race for them, and these competitors are in between 10 and 11, so they're going to be in there starting their career. So in lane 3 then we have Cassandra Piera from Hatfield. In lane number 4, Sophie Selmarsh from Stevenage. And in lane number 5, Matilda Wells from Hertford. All of these girls have had a very tough weekend so far. They've been in many races, many finals. I remember reading out their names, so they're bound to be a little bit tired. after such a hard weekend of racing, but they're in the pool nevertheless. And so far at the moment, it looks like Sophie Selmarsh and Matilda Wells in 4 and 5 are keeping their pace together. Cassandra Piera of Hatfield in 3 just starting to drop off, just only a little bit behind them. That split then for Sophie, she's leading the way, 2:06.83. And they're nearly at the halfway stage here. It is key, especially in 400, that you don't go out too fast. Otherwise, you're going to get very tired and you won't be able to hold that pace. And that's vitally important. And at the halfway stage then, it is Sophie Selmarsh from Stevenage, 2:52.02. That's her 200-metre split. Matilda Wells from Hertford, 2:52.46. So not that far behind at all, only 4.44 seconds. And Cassandra Piera of Hatfield, 3 minutes, 3.03.15. So Sophie and Matilda both doing very well here. And they're neck and neck at the moment. They're trying to keep off each other, pace off each other. And it's about finding, as I said, that right pace for you to hit that personal best time, which they will be looking for. Just a reminder of the PBs that we have, or the entry times. Cassandra's PB is 6:22.88. Sophie's is 5:58.44, and Matilda is 6:13.43. So they all are on for PBs at this moment in time. At the 300-metre marker, I believe, so they're turning very, very close together there. Not much in it at all, probably 0.15, if that. Just pulling in front then is Sophie Selmarsh. But as we've seen in this heat, Matilda is never too far behind her at all. And it seems like Matilda is trying to make a move now. Coming on to the final 50 metres for Cassandra in lane number 3. But it's going to be very close between Sophie Selmarsh and Matilda. Remember, this is heat declared winner. There is no final for this, so they're really racing for the medals. It's going to be very tight as they come into the final 5 metres, but it looks like Sophie Selmarsh is going to take the first position here. 5:45.44. Matilda Wells doing very well as well. 5:45.67, so personal best for both of those girls. And it's going to be a personal best as well for Cassandra in lane number 3, 6:05.43. So congratulations, girls. PBs all round. Moving on, heat number 2, referee. And we have a full complement here. All 8 swimmers filling 8 lanes in the pool. In lane number 1, we have April Mills from Hatfield. Lane 2, Isabella Passini. In lane 3, Jasmine Piera from Hatfield. Lane 4, Alexander Yelepsi from Hatfield. Lane 5, Tiger Lady Donald from Watford. Lane 6, Hannah Lovelock from Hitchin. Lane 7, Poppy Magill from Hatfield. Lane Giovanni from Watford. Tiger Lady Donald of Watford then, after this first 100 metres. She's leading the way, followed by Isabella Pecci. Not too much of a spearhead formation, not too much of a breakaway from the line, as we would say. All of the girls very close together at the moment. That will, of course, as the race progresses, become a little bit redundant, but still leading the way is Tiger Lady Donald from Watford. Jasmine Piera from Hatfield, second there. Alexandra Yemsey from Hatfield, third. And that battle for third position then is being shared between Poppy Magill, Hannah Lovelock, Alexander Blenksy, and Isabella Pecci. And if there are any swimmers, if they could collect their medals from previous events, you have earned that award, and we would like you to pick it up, because whatever you do with it, it's very important that you collect your in lane 5 then, still Tiger Lady Donald doing very well here. In lane number 3, Jasmine Piera, she's just off of that. With still, we have Poppy, Hannah, Alexandra and Isabella still battling out for that third position here. If that continues, that formation, it's going to be a very interesting final heat. But Tiger Lady Donald turns 2 seconds in front of Jasmine Piera, and Jasmine in turn turns around about 3 seconds in front of that next competitor. As we're drawing into the final stages of this race then, Tiger Lily Donald still leading the way from Watford Swimming Club. Jasmine Piera of Hatfield starting to be drawn back into the battle for the third position. Isabella Pecci in lane number 2 and Poppy Magill in lane number 7, trying their best to pull away from Hannah and Alexandra. But is it going to be enough as they come into their final few strokes? And leading the way all through this 400 then, Tiger Lily Donald of Watford Swimming Club is going to... They've got another 50 left. Yes, and Tiger Lily Donald doing very well here. It's starting to look like Poppy Magill in 7, Hannah Lovelock in 6, Alexander Yemsey in 4, and Isabella Pecci in 2. Still in that position for third place, but Tiger Lily Donald, she's going to take the win here. 5:15.70. Jasmine Piera takes second, 519.76, and Poppy Maygill from Hatfield gets that touch just 522.99. Looks like there's lots of personal bests in that heat. So congratulations, well done. All of those swimmers got personal bests, I believe. So well done. Heat number 3, referee. It looks like it's going to be quite a close heat in this one, heat number 3 as well. Not much in between all of them, around about 5 seconds from fastest to slowest. In lane 1 then, from the city of St Albans, Sophie Hollis. Lane 2 from Hatfield, Eva Ives. Lane 3 from Hatfield, Eva Glynn. In lane 4 we have no swimmer. In lane 5, Camilla Varnier from Hatfield. Lane 6, Erin Younger from Costa. Lane 7, Kira May Ingram from Costa. And in lane 8, Angelica Lazucek from Watford. And it looks like Erin Younger from the city of St Albans. She's making a very good start here, followed by Camille in lane number 5 and Eva Glynn in 3. But there's all to play for at the moment. Eva Ives, Sophie Hollis, Angelica and Kira May Ingram will be looking in front of them and trying to pace off of them, trying to get faster, trying to assess the race, think about their tactics, etc. But still in the front is Erin Younger and Kamale Vanier from Hatfield. Leading, they're going to be followed by Eva Glynn and Eva Ives, also of Hatfield there. But Erin Younger, after this 150 mark, I believe, leading the way. 154.41. And it's going to be a question of whether or not she can hold on and whether or not her competitors are going to be able to overtake her. Who has the most energy? That might be the question. Off of the turn, then it looks like the gap has closed between Erin and Camille and Eva and Eva. And as they come to their halfway stage, then the 200 metres, still in the lead, Erin Younger with a lower lead, Eva Glynn and Eva Ives doing very well there, as is Camille. Towards the back of the heat then, it looks like Sophie Hollis is starting to make a good lead on her competitors. Angelica and Kira May in lanes 8 and 7. That'll be an interesting one to watch, as not all of the 8 girls in here are in the same age group. We have a variety of age groups going across. But back out front, in front, it looks like Eva Glynn. Eva Glynn, she's turning first. Eva Ives and Erin Younger. All very focused here as they come into their closing stages. Erin Younger of the city of St Albans now starting to speed up a little bit. Maybe she's realised she's given away a little bit too much ground to the girls on her right. But Eva Glynn now is our leader. And trying to hunt her down is Eva Ives in lane 2. Camille Vanier in lane 5 and Erin Younger in 6. Final few strokes now for all of these girls. Many of them going on for personal best times, but still leading the way is Eva Glynn of Hatfield in lane number 3. And she's going to touch with a time of 5:10.47. Second goes to Camille Vanier of Hatfield, 5:13.39. And Erin Younger manages to get third position, 5:13.50. And that was a very close heat there, particularly for those in the front 4. Moving on then, halfway stage, heat 4, referee. We're gradually descending into the sub 5:10 bracket in the 400 free, so we're going to be expecting, of course, the swimming to get faster as we progress through the heats. In lane 1, we have Olivia Riley from Hatfield. Lane 2, Imola Josler from Hatfield. Lane 3, Keely White from Potters Bar. 4, Olivia Kavanagh from Potters Bar. 5, Kirsty Neal from Bishop Stortford. 6, Tia Patel from Potters Bar. 7, Olivia Ryden from Royston. And 8, Lauren Parkinson from Watford. It's too early to tell at this moment in time who the leaders are. All of the girls neck and neck at the moment. Not much difference between them at all. It does look like Olivia Lydon of Royston, though, is trying to give it a chance. She's leading the pack at the moment. 1:11.89, her nearest competitor there, 1:13, so a good 1.5 second lead at least. But trying to cut that lead short is Keely White from Potters Bar in lane number 3. And Olivia Kavanagh, also of Potters Bar in lane 4. And no doubt Tia Patel and Lauren Parkinson of Potters Bar and Watford in 6 and 8. We'll be looking at Olivia, trying to pace off of her there. So Olivia is still in first position. Second at the moment, Olivia Kavanagh of Potters Bar in lane number 4. And Keely White, who we've mentioned, in third position. But as you can see, both here in the, well, it's not a studio, is it? In the pool and at home, there is not much between these girls at all, and I'm sure those at home will be able to have a much better understanding as the splits and differential times come up on the board. But that lead has been cut short for Olivia Lydon. She is now being forced in very tight position, 0.04 in between her and Olivia Kavanagh of Potters Bar. Keely White still in third position, and also Imola Josler from Hatfield. She's also very close in fourth position on that last turn. Olivia Kavanagh then in lane number 4. She's taken the lead off of Olivia Leiden in lane number 7. Not much in it at all though, 2 seconds at the max between the top few girls here. There's about 100 metres to go. Turning first, still Olivia Kavanagh, Keely White in 4th. Imlo Josler in 2nd position with Olivia Leiden in 3rd. Kirsty Neal and Tia Patel also doing very well. Final stages now, Olivia Kavanagh and Imlo Josler battling it out here. Olivia just takes the touch, 4:59.40, and I'm sure they'll both be very happy with that. Imlo as well, going that sub 5 minutes. Excellent swim from them. Keely White in 3rd, 5:03.23. So some excellent swims from all of the competitors there. PBs nearly all round. Moving on, Heat 5, referee. Heat number 5 then, all of the girls going to be focusing on trying to get down to that sub 5 minute barrier. That is one of the biggest barriers in regards to swimming a 400, and that's going to be very important, and that's going to be definitely in their eyesight there. In 1, Megan Gray from Hatfield. In 2, Maya Shagnall from Watford. 3, Jessica Warren from Watford. 4, Sophia Petchy from Watford. 5, Grace Crawley from Watford. 6, Amy Harper from Watford. 7, Chloe Simpson from Watford. And in 8, Evie Thompson from Hitchin. Well, a very Watford-dominated heat there. I'm sure their coaches are going to be frantically pushing buttons on stopwatches, trying to write down splits. Or then again, they might just be watching the race as it progresses. So our leader at the moment is Evie Thompson from Hitchin. She's followed in 2nd position by Sophia Pache. I tell you what, I am awfully sorry, you know. Yeah, if I have got any of your children's names wrong, please, you know, I don't know, send me a letter. Oh, my name's Brian Thompson, by the way. But it is Jessica Warren of Watford leading at this stage. I think it's halfway at least. Evie Thompson of Hitchin dropping back to second, and Sophia into third. But it looks like Megan, Jessica and Sophia here have a good relationship in the pool. They're trying to pace off each other. Sophia definitely trying to beat her teammate Jessica in fact. And on this other side of the pool, the left-hand side, Evie Thompson of Hitchin, trying to follow those girls. But Jessica is able to fend off any threat at the moment from Sophia or Megan. Perhaps not for long though. So Jessica turns first, then Sophia, Megan Gray following, and Evie Thompson in fourth on this far side. And as we come into the closing stages of this race then, Jessica Warren, Sophia Pache, Megan Gray and Evie Thompson now battling out. Teammates Jessica and Sophia are going to be battling out here. Looks like Sophia has just got the lead. This final 50 then, who's going to be able to have it? And they turn, it looks like Sophia in front, only just Jessica very close. Megan Gray on the left-hand side for them, doing very well also. It looks like Sophia is starting to sprint. Final 5 meters now, but Megan Gray on the thread on the outside, and Evie Thompson. It's going to be very, very close here. And it's Sophia Pache of Watford, 4:55.85. Megan Gray gets a touch for third place in a time of 4:56.34. And Evie Thompson on this side of the pool, 4:56.14. So some good personal bests there, many onto the sub 5 minute barrier. Moving on to heat number 6, referee. So we're coming near the end now. We've only got this and then 2 more heats left. In lane 1 we have Neve O'Mara from Watford Swimming Club. In 2, Jessica Coleman from Stevenage. In 3, Alice Richardson from the City of St Albans. 4, Elizabeth Standen from the City of St Albans. 5, Ellie Hollis from the City of St Albans. 6, Agnes Burns from Harpenden. 7, Gabriella Gomez-Pavon from Potters Bar. And 8, Hannah Brooke from the City of St Albans. A variety of different ages in this one. We've got a 13-year-old to a 19-year-old. So all in different age groups. Leading at the moment though at this 100-meter stage is Ellie Hollis, closely followed by Agnes Burns and Gabriella Gomez-Pavon. But we shouldn't discount Elizabeth Standen, Alice Richardson, Jessica Coleman, Neve O'Mara and Hannah Brooke. Very, very tight on that. Very tight on that turn between Ellie, Agnes and Gabriella. I have to say I'm a bit surprised about the pace that they're setting here. It seems quite fast, their stroke seems quite a sprint-based pace, not something which I would expect until the latter stages of the races, but if it's how you swim, it's how you swim, it's how you achieve. But Agnes Burns there, turning first. Gabriela Gomez-Pavon in second, and Ellie Hollis in third. On the far side of the pool then, Nevo Mara. She's also entering the frame at the moment. But it still is Agnes Burns, Gabriela Gomez-Pavon and Ellie Hollis who have taken over at the moment. Elizabeth Standen of the City of St Albans trailing Ellie Hollis, not by an awful lot though. So we're over halfway now, and it's Agnes Burns. She's starting to increase her lead as the race goes on. Ellie Hollis of the City of St Albans turning second, and Gabriela Gomez-Pavon from Potters Bar turning third. Only around 1 second between Gabriela and the next fastest person, which is Elizabeth Standen. But Agnes Burns, though, her lead growing with every stroke. Ellie Hollis trying to claw back something here, as is Gabriela and Elizabeth Standen. Elizabeth Standen starting to come into frame for third position. As we come on to the final closing stage of this race then, Ellie Hollis trying to fend off any threat from Elizabeth Standen and Gabriela Gomez-Pavon. As well, we have Alice Richardson, Jessica Coleman and Nevo Mira now pacing off each other, trying to beat each other. But Agnes Burns leading the way here. She's been leading for at least half of the event. As we come to the final 50 metres then, she's going to be starting to pick up her pace. Ellie Hollis and Elizabeth Standen very close together here indeed, not much to separate in front of them. Gabriela Gomez-Pavon in lane 7 also trying to catch in that third position, but Agnes Burns does not seem to be able to be stopped. Ellie Hollis in second, Elizabeth Standen in third. Gomez-Pavon of Potters Bar in fourth. But Agnes Burns coming to her final 5 metres now, sprinting away, giving it all she's got for this final race. And she touches first, 4:48.39. Ellie Hollis takes the silver, 4:51.17, and just touching outside of that second position then, Elizabeth Standen, City of St Albans, 4:51.97. So good swims from them, PBs from some of them. Penultimate heat then, heat 7, referee. The penultimate heat then, heat number 7. In lane 1 we have Isabella Yampsey from Hatfield. In lane 2, Eleanor Mason from Bishop Stortford. Lane 3, Isabel Murter from Hatfield. 4, Gemma Hansen from Hatfield. 5, Kaya Phillips from Bishop Stortford. 6, Eleanor Craig from Watford. 7, Antonia Jubb from Hatfield. And in 8, Charlotte Williams from Cheshunt. Turning first then is Gemma Hansen from Hatfield. She's followed by teammate Isabella Yemsey from Hatfield in lane number 1 and Eleanor Craig from Watford in lane number 6. Isabel Merter in lane 3, also doing very well here, 108.93, not too far off the third position. At the halfway stage, and it's still Gemma Hansen of Hatfield leading this penultimate heat of the 400 freestyle. Second is Isabel Mercer. She's managed to bring that position back up. Third is Eleanor Mason from Bishop Stortford. And fourth is Eleanor Craig. Only around 2 seconds in between the fastest and slowest at that last turn. Gemma Hansen of Hatfield still leading this. Her lead is growing. Isabel Merter from Hatfield, also her trying to keep up. Eleanor Mason of Bishop Stortford is doing extremely well as well. Around 4 seconds separating the leader from third position. Gemma Hansen, though, coming into her final stage of this race, around 100 meters left to go, I think. And we have Isabel Mercer, she's still in second position. Kaya Phillips starting to come into the frame for third. Eleanor Mason drops back to fourth. And Gemma Hansen going to come on to her final 150 meters, in fact. Don't want to confuse anyone there. Very strong turn there. Gemma Hansen then, speeding away, coming into her final 5 meters. Isabel Mercer and Kaya Phillips. But it's Gemma Hansen, she's taking the first position, 440.21. Isabel Mercer gets the second place, 442.45. And Kaya Phillips gets third, 442.52. If you want to clear the pool via the scoreboard side, girls, that would be much appreciated. So we've made it to the final heat of the session and weekend. The timed final of the women's 10 years and over 400 meters freestyle. In lane number 8 from Hatfield, Ella Norton. In lane 1 from Hatfield, Sophie Payne. In lane 7 from Hatfield, Anastasia Wilkinson. In lane 2 from Hatfield, Lauren Stott. In lane 6 from Hitchin, Matilda Turner. In lane 3 from the city of St Albans, Lily Merritt. In lane 5 from Hatfield, Billy Grant. And our fastest qualifier in lane 4 from the city of St Albans, Erin O'Mara. This is the 400 free timed final. Over to you, referee. Many of these girls have had a very busy weekend, so let's see what they can do in this 400 meters freestyle then. The one to watch in this was Erin O'Mara in lane number 4. And she seems to be doing very well here. Lily Merritt and Billy Grant turning almost together there. Erin O'Mara after 50 meters then, turning first, Lily Merritt, then Billy Grant in 3rd, Matilda Turner in 4th, Lauren Stott in 5th, Erin O'Mara and Billy Grant battling out now, Lily Merritt starting to join in here. It's O'Mara, Grant, Merritt at that end. Erin and Lily, teammates, wanting to beat each other after training together for an awful long time. At the 100 meter stage, a quarter of the way through then, we have Erin O'Mara. She's winning at this moment in time. Billy Grant in 2nd position, but not by a lot, and Lily Merritt in 3rd. These girls have at least a second between them. The rest of the pack then, Matilda Turner trying to stay with the front 3, as is Lauren Stott in lane number 2. Ella Norton and Anastasia Wilkinson in 7 and 8, trying to battle it out here, as is Sophie Payne and Lauren Stott. But at that turn there, Billy Grant took over, Erin O'Mara in 2nd and Lily Merritt 3rd. At that turn again, very close indeed as we come up to that halfway stage, the final 200 after this turn. It looks like Erin has just managed to pull in front, but Billy is going to turn first, and she does. About 0.12 in between them. Billy Grant starting to break away now. Lily Merritt in lane number 3. Still in 3rd position, still increasing the gap between her and the front 2. Erin O'Mara and Billy Grant though, the front 2, trying their best to beat each other, outpace each other, outcome each other. Billy Grant turning first there. Matilda Turner trying to keep with Lauren Stott and Sophie Payne there in that second group of athletes in the water. But still in the lead, it's Erin O'Mara and Billy Grant as they come up to their final 100 meters. And this is going to really be the decider. Who has the most energy, who has the most fuel left in the tank to be able to out-sprint one another for this final 100. Lily Merritt turning 3rd. It looks like Billy Grant is starting to make her move to pull away from Erin O'Mara. But Erin's not going to let her go lightly. It looks like Erin managed to gain back a few strokes there, turning first. Starting to get tired now, these girls, as they come into their final 5 meters of this 100. Erin O'Mara being able to take the lead there. Billy Grant very close behind, as is Lily Merritt of the city of St Albans. Final 50 now. Who has the most in the tank? Erin O'Mara or Billy Grant? It looks like Erin O'Mara is just pulling in front here, but it's not a lot. It's a fraction of a second. Erin O'Mara starting to come into her final few strokes now. And at the final 5 meters then, it looks like Erin O'Mara is going to win this, and she does. 4:27.52. Billy Grant just off of that, 4:28.59. And Lily Merritt 4:31.03. So a very good 1-3, sorry, for the city of St Albans there. And that concludes this weekend and this session. If you can clear the ball to the scoreboard side, please, that would be most appreciated. And everyone on poolside, if we can just have a round of applause for our amazing volunteers, our officials, our backroom staff. They're what makes it possible. And if we can just give ourselves a round of applause for ourselves, because, you know, you've come here, you've spent probably a long day, and you've supported your children. That's what's really important about the sport. So thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next weekend for some excellent swimming. But it leaves me to leave you with have a safe journey and a lovely week next week. Bye-bye.